Tomorrow's Veterans Day. So make sure any veterans in your family, any friends that are veterans, anybody that you know is veteran, make sure you thank them. And because we couldn't do what we do without it, and no doubt about it. I think a lot of times we just take that for granted for sure. So I'm just thankful for all the veterans out there and all the sacrifice they've made for us. So, all right, I'll take any questions, guys.
Evan and then Frank.
Well, Mike, I'm imagining you're in a good mood also after Saturday, I imagine, right?
Well, the kids played really hard, played well. Like I said, I really enjoy coaching these young men. They are resilient. They keep fighting. They keep competing, and they played well Saturday. It was fun to watch it. It was exciting to see the smiles on their faces. This team we got coming up, though, they beat Temple 45-3, who beat us. And so they're clicking on all cylinders. They have two excellent running backs. Their quarterback's a big, powerful guy, can make a lot of throws. They got quick receivers. They're going to be an extremely tough test for us. And hopefully there's a huge crowd at the Liberty Bowl. We've been having great excitement at the Liberty Bowl. The fans have been phenomenal, and that gives our kids a lot of energy. So it's going to be a tough game, and they're playing really well.
So what was different about, if there was any difference, because you guys were more aggressive defensively, what was the game plan against SMU? And just if you could break that down, just kind of how pleased you were at perhaps this being one of the best defensive performances, if not the best, of the season.
Well, the kids are rushing better. They're diagnosing things quicker, and we're covering better. So I think all of those, it's just kind of a little bit here, a little bit there. We've been kind of just a little off at different times. And I think that they understood exactly what we wanted to do in the game plan. I think that was a big key of it. I always say knowledge equals confidence equals playing fast. And they sure did do that. And they just, to me, they played extremely hard. And that was a critical, they kept playing hard. They kept pushing, they kept going, they kept flying around. And it was exciting to see.
Was there a difference just to be more aggressive because you saw something with SMU? Or do you think like you said, things are starting to click?
Well, I mean, we've been rushing a lot of those same things. We were able to get there. We were able to execute it better. And then we were able to, when we dropped, we even got there with 3 a few times, which we haven't in the past, so it was a good mixture. The kids handled the mixture. They handled understanding what we were going to do. So I think their execution was good, and they got off the ball good. I thought that was excellent what they did. And then JJ did a good job with some different checks that we had built in for the game, and he was able to see those and get them executed. So that helped us a lot.
And so again, kind of looking at going back to last year, I believe you guys defensively started to turn it around near the end of the season. Do you sense a similar kind of turnaround now with these last 3 games where things are starting to turn around again for this defense?
Yeah, and I think a big part of us turning around is our offense has kept the ball. We've got them out on some third downs. We haven't played as many snaps. If we played 106 snaps, we wouldn't be sitting here talking the same way. So I think that the offense keeping the ball, the complementary ball that we're playing offensively and defensively, and us getting them out on some third downs is a critical factor. And our offense keeping the ball, keeping us well rested. A lot of the credit goes to that too, because to be a good defense in today's football, it's just once you go past 70 something plays, it's really hard. I mean, there's so many more options they have. You get worn down, that type of thing. Your pass rush is not quite as good because you're tired. So I give a lot of kudos to how our offense is playing too, and how we're complementing each other. And I think it's been really good. And then I definitely give kudos to our defensive line and our pass rush and our kids covering better and tighter. It's been fun to watch. And yeah, the good thing is, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. Everybody goes, what do you mean by you love coaching these kids? They keep listening. They keep pushing. They keep asking questions. They keep fighting. They keep grinding. I know that's a Memphis slogan, the grind, the toughness. Well, these kids have it. And it's very exceptional. Not every place has that. I've been a lot of places. Not every place I've coached has had that. And I just love coaching these young men and how they're fighting and how they keep competing.
Thank you.
Frank.
Like from the conditioning standpoint,
would you credit, I know you credit that to the play of the defense as a whole, but in terms of that defensive line and getting pressure to the quarterback, how much do the limited snaps play a factor in their ability to do that?
I think it plays a lot. You know, if you're on your 30th snap as a D lineman instead of your 70th, there's a lot of difference. You know, when you go out and run, if you run 10 miles, you feel better at the end of it than you do 3.
No.
You know, so you can push, you got a little more burst, you got a little more time. So I think that all goes hand in hand. But they are playing really hard and they're listening to what we're telling them to. And the coaches, you know, Coach Pope and Coach Hankins and Coach Clark and all the other guys are doing an exceptional job on our staff of keeping them going and coaching them up.
And I know turnovers were, you know, a point of emphasis, wanting to get more turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
You guys won the turnover battle against SMU. How did it feel to be able to do that?
It always feels good when you win the turnover battle. You know, when we had the pressure on one and their quarterback kind of panicked and dropped it, which happens. That's what I'm saying, that we got it. And then we made a great pick at the end of the game. Rodney did a good job of reading the quarterback's eyes and making a break on the ball. And then, of course, on the punt, Savante Oliver ran down there, hit it, and Braxton ran in there and got the ball and fumble recovery. It was exciting to watch all of that happen. And, you know, that's how you you know, as we all know, that's a huge component in a football game is your turnover ratio. And I thought that was good. I thought when our kids went out on the after we had a turnover and we were backed up down there, you know, the big sack by Rodney, you know, they ran a flea flicker on us and Quindale read it and didn't come running up and used his eyes and then the quarterback had to pull it down and Rodney kept coming off the edge. And that was a huge play to me in the football game. I think that was really you know, you look back on that, I think that's a difference maker play, that one play. They run a flea flicker. We read it correctly. Kids' eyes were in the right place and the kids kept rushing. They didn't freeze. So that was them taking coaching and that was our coaches doing a great job of teaching all that.
Yeah, when you have defenses who are able to get better at the end of the year, what does that say about their ability to recognize flaws and fix them, you know, as the season progresses?
It is. And so like, you know, we play on Saturdays and then we practice on Sunday evenings, and our practice isn't as hard on Sunday evenings, of course, because Monday's our day off, but that's our correction day. So what we do on that day is we take mistakes we made in the game or things that people did to us to expose different things, and we use those as corrections. And then we throw those corrections in as the week goes along at different times. And so our kids are starting to see different things, which is exciting to watch. Because everybody copies what people do to you, so you got to find a way to fix it. And our kids have done that as the years gone on.